2008 was an exciting election year. There was an enormous amount of fights, slanderous ads, and more drama than one can find on a soap opera. It was history in the making for all of the American people. Whether you're a man, woman, black or white, Republican or Democrat, everyone was hooked on the thrill of it all. Media campaigns encompassed the public's lives for the entire election year. Last year, the candidates came out full force ahead, using technology to its utmost advantage. YouTube debates, MySpace pages, podcasts, blogs, campaign sites, Facebook groups, television spots, old media is getting the boot. Media spending on this election year has far surpassed that of 2004 or any other election to date. According to Politico, this was the costliest campaign in U.S. history. Together, the presidential candidates spent a combined total of $5.3 billion. $1 billion of that money was spent just by Barack Obama and John McCain. Back in January of 2008, Lehman Brothers predicted political web ads would hit the $110 million mark for the past election. These predictions were correct, and online spending soared during the campaign. Unfortunately, Lehman Brothers couldn't predict their soon-to-be bankruptcy. But let's talk television. Television has been around since the 1930s. Politicians have been using commercials and televised debates to help out their campaigns for some time. The first televised debate was between John F. Kennedy and Richard Nixon, and many believe that Kennedy won the election, mainly because of the publicity he gained via the television, and of course his stunning good looks. President Obama took the concept of television exposure to a new level this past election and purchased a 30-minute commercial that reached 33.3 million people.
I spoke earlier about some of the immediate actions I'll take to address the economic crisis. But we also have to take a longer view. We have to stop just talking about healthcare reform and lost jobs and energy independence and finally do something about it.
It was the first 30-minute spot purchased ever made by a presidential candidate, and it seems to have won many people over. Analysts have studied the effectiveness of TV advertising, and it seems to be a tried and true method. Television advertising does have its downfalls. Mainly, it is expensive. Obama's commercial was rumored to cost around $3 million, and candidates need to make sure that they are getting the exposure they are paying for. To get a reach and frequency high enough to be effective, politicians know they have to shell out a pretty penny. According to Adweek.com, a 30-second spot in 2005 season of American Idol would cost you upwards of 700,000 big ones. Not exactly cheap, but the average cost of a 30-second ad was a mere $150,000. On top of that, there's production costs, research costs, and a host of other things. Needless to say, television reaches a lot of people, so you get a lot of bang for your buck. Advertising is seen as deceptive. So television advertising has a high reach, but it's expensive, possibly ineffective, and not entirely credible. Internet advertising is another way to promote candidates and encourage visits to campaign websites. Very specific audiences can be targeted, but once again, it may only be used to reinforce preconceived opinions. And the internet is so cluttered with ads, most of us don't give them a second look, let alone a click. Finally, we come to the vast network of cheap, effective promotional sites. MySpace, Facebook, YouTube, podcasts, blogs, etc., etc. Nowadays, every politician has a MySpace and a YouTube account. These politicians are trying to appeal to younger audiences, appear more hip and with the times. I may be biased because I'm part of the younger audience, but to me, this is the cheapest, easiest, and most effective way to get their message to the public. I find the internet promotional sites are the best way to get information on candidates and to help voters make more informed decisions.